The first king in human history. Long before empires stretched across continents, long before kings ruled vast lands, there was a man whose name would echo through the corridors of time, the first king in human history. His story begins in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, over 6,000 years ago. Dawn of civilization. Around 4000 BCE, human societies in Mesopotamia transformed. Nomadic tribes settled near rivers, discovering farming and irrigation. This new way of life brought abundance, but also conflict. With resources concentrated in certain areas, the need for leadership arose. As villages grew into city-states, the concept of kingship emerged, not just as a warrior, but as a guardian of order and prosperity. Who was the first king? According to the Sumerian king list, one of the earliest records of kingship, the first king was Alulim, ruler of the city of Eridu. Alulim is said to have reigned for thousands of years, though scholars believe these numbers symbolize divine favor and authority rather than literal time. Alulim's reign marked the beginning of organized governance. For the first time, a ruler was recognized as the embodiment of law, order, and divine mandate. Role of the first king. The first king was not just a warrior or conqueror. His duties were manifold, ensuring water and food for the city, mediating disputes, leading religious ceremonies, protecting the people from external threats. Kingship in Mesopotamia was intertwined with religion. The king was seen as chosen by the gods, a bridge between the divine and the human world. Life in Eridu. Eridu, the first city ruled by a king, was a center of innovation and spirituality. Temples rose from mud brick foundations, scribes recorded events in cuneiform, and canals carried life-giving water across the land. Here, the foundations of law, culture, and organized society were laid. The legacy of the first king. Alulim was more than a historical figure. He became a symbol. Kings who came after him across Mesopotamia followed his example, establishing dynasties that lasted centuries. From Eridu to Uruk, the idea of kingship spread. Laws were codified, cities expanded, and humanity took its first steps towards civilization as we know it. Even though Alulim may be semi-legendary, the Sumerian king list gives us a window into how ancient people understood leadership, authority, and divine power. Myth and reality. The stories of Alulim blur the line between myth and reality. The incredible reign lengths recorded may seem fantastical, but they reflect the awe with which early humans regarded the first kings. In a world struggling with nature and survival, a ruler was more than a leader. He was a symbol of hope, strength, and stability. Lessons from the first king. The story of the first king teaches us that leadership, organization, and vision have always been central to human progress. From the canals of Eridu to the skyscrapers of today, humanity owes much to those first rulers who dared to govern, organize, and inspire. Even today, kings, presidents, and leaders draw from the principles first established thousands of years ago. The legacy of Alulim is the birth of civilization itself. 6,000 years ago, a man named Alulim ruled over Eridu, becoming the first king in human history. His reign may be shrouded in legend, but his impact is immortal, reminding us that from leadership comes the possibility of civilization. The first king, Alulim of Eridu, the dawn of civilization.